Thank you for taking the time to watch this video case study. This is another, load-proof video case study for a unique, operation. These guys, ship parts for tractors, right? Parts is a very, very interesting business, because there are multiple very unique challenges associated with this, running a DC that's shipping parts, right? Because one, parts, right? You got to support like all the way 10-year-old. I mean, product that was made 10 years ago. So that means you're going to have a huge volume of parts queues. That's like that you're trying to support all the equipment for the past 5 years, 10 years, whatever, right? Whatever that number is. So you're going to have for each year, if you think about all the parts that you have to support, it becomes a big number, right? That's one. So that's the first challenge. And the second challenge is, parts are very, very time sensitive, right? And you got to ship the parts to the location wherever they are doing the work, because there are a lot of people waiting for that equipment to be fixed, because it could be in a construction site, it could be in some other different site where there are special tools that they've rented at a pretty high price, and there are special skilled workforce that is made to arrive at that place to complete the job, and those guys are literally waiting for the part to show up, right? So that's another challenge. And then also parts are so confusing, right? It's very difficult to pinpoint the part unless you have a really good diagram or something like that. So you could easily make mistake shipping the wrong part. So those were exactly the challenges that this gentleman Dan was running into. And imagine, right? And if you have a not so skilled workforce, and these guys are whatever they need to do, they're doing job not really thoroughly. And Dan was struggling with that, right? That's what I mean. Dan came up with a system where he had a Google Drive and all that, but the problem is they cannot access it remotely. They cannot access it from home, or they cannot access it from the corporate office. So they have to come into the office and log into that specific computer. Only then they can do it. I mean, I think he had a local folder within the computer. So it was all kinds of constraints, and it was just painful to deal with it. And then he got one of our emails, and then he said, hey, let me check this out. And then we gave a demo and then gave him a free trial. That's when he was so excited when he saw, and he started with a very, very basic plan, and he started using it. And he started seeing the value, because he was able to go back to his shippers, right? I mean, the prop pickers and the shippers, hold them accountable as to, hey, are you really shipping the right product? Are you really shipping the wrong product, right? So that was very useful for him. That's how he started. Now he's seen the value of it. I mean, this is pretty typical of all the LoadProof customers, right? They've seen the value of the product, and they've seen how helpful it is. And now he has expanded that photo capture to receiving, right, where he can capture quality, do a thorough audit, quality inspection, and then catch the defective quality infractions, right, defective products right away. And then he's also extended it for extra LTL shipments, right? I mean, LTL shipments, not the parts are usually parcels, but these guys have some LTL, so he has expanded that to LTL, and also small packages, obviously parcels. And he's even created a database for each part, like an item master. Back in the WMS days, I'll be wondering, oh my God, wouldn't it be so nice? There is this is a thing that happens in a WMS, right? The first time this SKU hits the warehouse, right, it'll get sent to the SKU scan, a place where we'll measure the weight of the product, measure the dimensions of the product, and then if it's a catch weight item, we'll capture the weight of the item and things like that. So all that we would do, and along with that, imagine if you had the ability to take photos and keep the photos and link that to the item master, so you can see what the item is, right? Imagine if you even had a video, things like that, right? So that's the cool thing. We would want that, and that's exactly what these guys have done. They've created that nice item master, and then added photos for each item, so if people want to look at it, they can look at it and be very clear as to, hey, this is the product and this is what we need to ship, right? And I know after implementing LoadProof, he was able to not only hold the people accountable, and they themselves realized, oh my God, my boss can go and look at the photos anytime he wants, and even my boss. And they realized, and also, once they understood that, and they started doing a better job, because they also realized that, hey, if I screw up, I'm in trouble. But if I do a great job, I want to get recognized as well. So everybody started to this. This has been a unexpected lateral benefit that we have seen with LoadProof, that people automatically start doing a better job once you start capturing the photos of the product that they ship, right? This has been happening for a long time. So that's something to think about. And please, let us know if you are shipping parts. This will be very, very useful. It's a unique vertical by itself. Highly sensitive, time sensitive. Thing that you have to get it right, absolutely right. Right. You don't want to get the blame saying that, hey, the warehouse shipped the wrong part. Right. That is the last thing you want. So yeah, please reach out to us if you're in this business, and we'll be happy to help. And like that, we guarantee you that you will save dollars, and we'll be happy to set you up with a free trial, no obligation to buy whatsoever. Thank you for taking time to watch this video.